friends, welcome back to the channel. So glad you've joined me today for just a little Tuesday chit chat. It's been a while since I've really checked in for more than a few minutes. Life has been pretty busy lately between wedding planning and other things, family obligations. I have not been posting as much, so I thought I'd kind of bring you up to date on what's happening. So yesterday, well, before I get into yesterday, let me preface this by saying my goal for this week has been to really increase my activity, I have been suffering so much with this joint pain, and it has bothered me, not only the fact that I've been in pain, but that I haven't been able to do the things that I want to do. So I was really intentional about moving as much as I could within the last week. And yesterday I got outside and I said to myself, I am going to spend at least 5 minutes trimming some bushes that are right outside my office window that I look at every day. And then I wound up pulling some weeds. Well, my goal was 5 minutes. I wound up staying out there for like 45 minutes. I filled a whole big trash can full. So I was pretty proud of myself that I was able to do it. But let me just tell you what I've been able to do this last week, because I'm so excited about just building strength and just, you know, you feel better when you just get that circulation going and you're actually moving around. It releases endorphins. So Thursday, of course, weigh-in is Wednesday. So Thursday, I went for a short walk in the neighborhood. It was right before dinner. I honestly did not think I was going to be able to get outside because I had so much joint pain, but I basically powered through it, and I was like, nope, I'm gonna get out there and I'm just gonna take a short walk. And I did, and it was cold, but I did it. And then Friday, I did the rowing machine, so that was good. Saturday, hubby and I went to Lido Beach, which I will be posting a separate video on that because I don't want to make this one too long, but we had a wonderful, wonderful walk on the beach. It was very windy and very cold. But we walked for almost an hour, so that was really good exercise. And then let's see, that was Saturday. Sunday I rested, and then Monday I did the yard work. So I was pretty happy. So who knows what the scale will say tomorrow, because tomorrow's my weigh-in, my Weight Watcher meeting. I had gotten down to 183, although the last several days I've been 184. So we'll see. I'm not going to sweat 1 pound, right? I'm not going to sweat it. I'm just happy to, you know, like I said, being more active. So it's been a while since I showed you guys my weight loss chart, but this is where I started at 248 pounds. I started with creating a box for 248 pounds, and then I just went to 5-pound increments and have crossed off as I've gone along. So, of course, my last box that I crossed off was 185. I'm waiting to be able to cross off 180. That'd be awesome. So, yep, I'm trying to get to 145, and I will. No deadline, just a lifetime, right? So, yeah, I'm investing in, you know, some self-care. I've been really intentional about listening to some, you know, relaxing music, some just instrumental classical music. Of course, every day I start off my day reading the Bible and having my prayer and my devotions and just asking God to lead and to guide me. And He's always faithful to do that. So yep, those are things that I'm working on. Just self-care, investing in my mental health. You know, it's occurred to me lately that our physical health is only as good as our mental health. You know, everything starts up here. So I encourage you to really invest in your mental health, your spiritual health. You know, no matter what state you live in or what restrictions there might be, try to get some fresh air. It is good for the soul. It really is. I know in the past, I have to say, hubby and I have been somewhat sedentary before Weight Watchers and all of that. I mean, I will have had stints of, oh yeah, I'm gonna walk every day, and then that kind of falls by the wayside. But the last number of years, I guess I could say since my cancer's diagnosis and recovery, and my doctors just really encouraging me, take those vacations, you know, just basically embrace and live life and enjoy it. So the last 4 years that we've been doing that, we've just had the best time just being out in nature, particularly when we have gone to New Hampshire and the mountains. It's just something that we don't normally do. Obviously, we live in Florida, but just being able to get out and enjoy nature. And so the thought occurred to me not long ago that don't wait for those vacations. Have a mini vacation every day or at least once a week. Get out in nature, enjoy it. You know, they say that green is the most relaxing color. I think God knew what he was doing when he did that. He created the leaves and the grass and, you know, green, being out in nature, it just is relaxing, soothing. So maybe it's not so green, maybe it's winter and bleak where you are, but definitely get some sunshine, some vitamin D. It's very good for you. Good for the immune system also. So definitely encourage you in that regard. So those are some things that have really been meaningful to me lately, just investing in my health and increasing activity. I would say that those have definitely helped me, and just honestly, sheer determination. Some days I get a little frustrated on my progress or lack thereof in my weight loss journey. You know, I'm trying to lose 103 pounds, but you know, I was thinking the other day, of course, now I have lost 65 pounds. I have 38 more pounds to go. And sometimes I still think that I have 103 pounds to lose. Not really, but sometimes I think that the task is Herculean. But honestly, 38 pounds, I've said this before, it doesn't sound so bad. So I know I can do it by just continuing what I am doing, just continuing. I had to laugh. Last night, my son came home from work and he had bought this big square container of brownie bites. They were just like little round ones that he had bought at Target. And of course, he offered them to me, being the nice son that he is. And I had to laugh because I was over there eating my Annie's graham cracker bunnies and having just very sparingly having a few of those. But I did have one bite of this brownie bite, and oh my goodness, it took a lot of willpower, but I declined having any more. I really did, because I know that, you know, if I eat that one, it might taste like another one. And that is not what I want to do. So daily making those choices to get me to where I want to go. So yeah, excited about that. But if you caught my word for the year video the other day, and if you didn't, I will link it in the description box below. But my word is purpose. So definitely being, like I said, intentional about chasing after what I say to myself is important. So what do you say is important to you? And do you really mean it? Sometimes I have to ask myself that, because I can write down a list on paper and say the things that are important to me, but are they important enough to make it a priority? And you know, change is hard. Change is hard. But if I say it is important, and if I actually mean it, then I will begin to take steps towards actually pursuing it, right? So last year, I think I've shared this before, but last year, one of my goals was to read through the Bible. And I actually was able to do it in less than 4 months, which was amazing. But I would get on my Bible Gateway app and listen to the audio version anytime I was like in the car or getting ready in the morning, or even in the evening before bed, anytime I could. And so I have begun my second trek through the Bible in a year, and right now I'm almost finished with Exodus, I believe. So I am excited about that. So that is one of my big goals that I have said for years, just right up there under lose weight. We have all these lofty goals, but I am here to tell you that the way to eat an elephant is one bite at a time. And sometimes we have in our mind that, yes, we have these big goals, but we have no idea how to go about, reaching those goals. But I would tell you to just set aside a few minutes a day, taking care of, investing in what you say is important to you. So, for instance, I had this project that I would really like to have put off longer. I don't procrastinate on too many things, but it was a matter of sorting through a stack of files and then shredding them. And it was just going to require probably more concentration than I felt like I had. But what I did was I set the timer for 15 minutes, and then I was able to actually tackle a part of it. And then the next day I was just so determined to get it all done that I did. Now I just have a small folder to sort through. So yeah, I got it done. I feel good. Definitely want to encourage you, as we are in the month of January, time for new beginnings, to, try to tackle those projects that are been clogging up, the space in your brain that, oh, I need to do this, but I don't want to do it kind of thing. So that was me with the files. Also, I have been just sorting through various rooms in my house and collecting donations for the Salvation Army. So I have them coming this week for another home pickup. It's awesome. You can just schedule it online. You don't even have to make a phone call. It's awesome. And I just set it out front and they pick it up even if I'm not home. So it's a beautiful thing. And I can just get rid of those things that are no longer serving me, no longer of any benefit. And, I can kind of streamline my house, unclutter it, and I feel good mentally and otherwise. So definitely encourage you to tackle those projects that maybe you've been putting off. And you will feel so good. It's kind of like me yesterday trimming the bushes outside of my window here in the office. What really motivated me, honestly, to go ahead and do that, beyond wanting to be more active, I looked out my window as I was sitting here at my desk, and I saw my neighbor across the street, and she had a scarf on her head and she had her rake, and she was out there doing some work in her front flower bed. And I was like, all right, Amber, you can get out there. You can do this. So then I went out there in the afternoon and did it. And I felt so good that I actually tackled that project that had been bothering me. So yay for, checking off that box on my list. Speaking of lists, I love to make lists. I don't know if you are one of those, but I love it because I'm very type A, as I have shared many times before. But I make a list every day of the things that I want to do, usually the night before, kind of a brain dump thing. And I have had to limit myself to 5 items, because otherwise I will put everything under the sun on the list, and then I will be exhausted and frustrated. Frustrated if I don't actually accomplish it, and exhausted if I do. But I have learned, I also have a page at the back of my notebook, because I create my to-do list in a spiral notebook every day. But I have a list in the back of my notebook. If it's not something that I'm going to do that day or that week, maybe just a short-term goal, I will go ahead and put it on that list, things to do soon. That way it kind of relieves a little bit of pressure off of me, but I know I want to remember to do that item. So that's been working for me. So maybe a little tip that might work for you also. So yep, that's what's happening with me. Also, I have been finishing up some quilting projects, which I will share in a separate video. But excited about that. I've been really in quilting mode since probably October, November, and learning all sorts of new things. So if you're interested in that, I will be posting a video, so look for that, and I will share some projects that I have done and a couple that are in progress. But lastly, I just want to leave you with this truth, and that is that you can do anything that you put your mind to. You really can. So it is a matter of embracing that and really believing that. So I wanted to share this scripture with you before I close out today's video. It's from Proverbs 4:23, and it says, "Above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it." And the New Living Translation says, "For it determines the course of your life." So in summary, I just wanted to say that, be careful, be mindful about the things that you allow in your mind, in your eyes, and in your ears. I have definitely had to limit my exposure to news, and that has definitely helped my level of peace. We should not be ignorant of things that are happening, but we also have to be wise in our intake. So definitely, take care of yourselves. Pray, ask God to help you and to give you peace and to give you strength to do all the things that He has for you to do, to take care of yourself, to take care of your family. And I hope that you guys are doing well. Please always leave me a comment below. I love to hear from you. I hope you are doing well, and I will see you soon. God bless.